So my experience with coaching has been really great, and I've noticed a lot of changes within myself. The first 3 to 4 sessions really talked about yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know your wounds, getting to know your thought process, because all of that has to be dealt with and addressed before you can even start thinking about the values and the traits and the person that you want and how to find them. And so that part, I didn't realize we were going to be doing all of that, like what I would say like soul searching, but that's where I noticed the most changes in my life. Like one of the things that I have issues with is expressing my feelings and showing vulnerability, and Zara called that right from the jump. I think she spotted that in our discovery call. And one of the things that she told me that I need to express my feelings more, and just in general day-to-day conversations, just throw in the sentence, I feel this and I feel that. And I realized like doing that helps. It's kind of like building a bridge that's going to help me over time like express my feelings more. That has been one of the biggest changes I've noticed, and I'm becoming more comfortable sharing what I feel on a subject or how I feel at the time. And also like understanding and self-talk, thinking about why I feel something at the moment, and how that's tied to my self-worth. Like it's taking the class has had an effect on my job, you know, me being able to think about positions that I take and realizing I am valuable enough for this position. I am invited to the table, so I am good enough to be at this table. And it's really helped me address, like, you don't realize that like the self-doubt that you have impacts you in many different sections of your life. And so for me, it came up in my work, and it's obviously coming up in the marriage search too, and I didn't realize that. But working with coaching helped me like think through that. And I've noticed that I've become more confident at work. I've become more stepping up into like better roles, and that also has been reflective in like how I'm searching for someone as well. I'm not thinking, oh, this person might be out of my league, or I'm not having any of those like, or I'm trying not to have any of those negative self-thoughts. And I'm actually like, I catch myself, right? In the process of feeling that maybe I'm not valuable enough or feeling bad about doing something, and I'm at a point now where I'm like, stop mid-thought. Frah, why are you feeling this? And is this reasonable? Let's talk about this. Is this tied to your self-worth? So that's something that I've really gained from this course. I feel like it's kind of impacted my whole perception of myself, and made me come out understanding, hey, you know, I am worth it. I am good enough to be wherever I am. I need to aim high, and I need to internally support myself through that. And I think that comes out in like all areas of my life, especially in the marriage part. And the last thing is, would I recommend? I would definitely recommend this coaching course to any woman. It is a course that's really just like holistic, and it helps you get to know yourself better, and it helps you come out to be like a stronger person, to be more self-reflective. And it's a class that I feel that impacts different areas of your life. So I would say 100% it is worth it. And I've seen changes in myself. I've seen changes in the way I interact with people. I've seen changes in my own self-confidence. I've seen changes in the way I approach things. I've seen changes in how do I say, like, my own self-talk and the way I deconstruct a situation, and I try to understand myself better. That might be the biggest thing that I got out of this, understanding myself better, because once you have a better understanding of yourself, you get more clarity in the path that you're headed in life, you know? I know that sounds so froofy, but it's just kind of like, before I was just walking blindly and being like, oh my gosh, I'm walking towards marriage. But now it's like, I am walking towards some marriage still, but now I have like more of a roadmap, and the roadmap is just not my destination. It's going to be sights that I'm going to see along the way, and those sights are like my job and how my whole confidence has been boosted in my job, and those sights are like my relationships with my family, and how I by expressing more vulnerability, I've actually seen that I am making better connections with my siblings. Like, it's coming up in my family. So it's like now I have a roadmap to marriage, and this roadmap also has detours and sightseeing places, because it affects you in all areas of your life. I don't know if that analogy makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But listen, sister, sign up for the class. Go.